Hello, boys and girls. This is Mr. Antis, and I have a nice little thing for you today. Look at that. Now, can you people see what this is? Yes, indeed. It's a ghast mob spawner grinder. Now, the spawner is made by killing ghasts. Lots of them. You have to make a soul shard, which you make by, if you can get the recipe here, which you make by burning diamonds with 8 corrupted essence. You get 3 shards. Corrupted essence is a mix of glowstone dust and wild dust you get from smelting soul sand. Yep, that's how we do it. That gives you a 3 soul shards. And it has to be done in a soul forge, which is basically a forge or a furnace made with obsidian on bottom, stone on the top, and a corrupted essence in the middle. So that's how it works. And once you have your soul shard, you have to run out and kill 1024 ghasts. Well, unless you enchant one of these. A vile sword, you can rename them. I advise you do, because the enchanting them is cheaper than. If you get Soul Stealer, and you can get Soul Stealer books by enchanting books, and Sharpness, it'll be easier to do all the grinding, and you get more than 1 soul per kill. Soul Stealer 4 gives you 5 per kill, but you still have to kill around 260, 70 of them. So, quite a lot of grinding, but it's worth it. Because ghasts, once you get them in a spawner like this, are an excellent source of ghast tears. And ghast tears, for those in the know, contains the ghostly aspect, 4 of them. So this is really good for thaumcraft. And you also get gunpowder. So this is really good for thaumcraft, especially the ghostly aspects. So yeah, it's a really nice thing to have, but a lot of work. Now the trap itself is fairly simple. It has to be very large, because ghasts require a 5x5 area to spawn, and we want to give them as big a chance as possible to spawn as quickly as possible. And that means having more than one 5x5 area for them. So this spawner is an 11x11, and it's a little bit higher. It's 7 high, and that's because we want to have the water at the bottom, and the cage itself is 2 up from the floor, which puts it just above the water. You can't really see it in there because, well, the creature in the cage is bigger than the cage when there's a ghast spawner. They're a little buggy like that, but no worries. The water is here so that any errant fireballs won't blow up the collection system. The collection system is easy enough. It's a bunch of transposers from red power, all feeding down into a single crystal chest. So, shall we turn this baby on? And maybe turn it today. Here we go. And you can see there's already gas in there. Yep. Just sitting there. And he's blocking the entire thing now. And he made a hole in the wall. I'm gonna plug that real quick. There we go. Just gonna put it on creative for a second. Make certain you have no holes in your wall. Yeah, because they will shoot you. Just a big warning. Now this has to be here. The killing mechanism, which I'm gonna turn on now, is made out of a portal gun item that shoots pellets. Now the pellets will be going back and forth. As long as you give it a redstone current, it'll shoot a new pellet every time the last one is destroyed. And 2 of these is more than enough. And here you see the pellet launcher. The recipe is like this. Just gonna turn this bastard off. Yeah. The recipe is like this. 4 iron, gold ingots, and some redstone. So pretty easy. And you can do that pretty early actually. So the hardest thing is the soul shard. Now, in order to control a cage that is more than 1 block above the bottom, you have to put a NOT gate here. A NOT gate acts like an inverter or a repeater. 2 of these equals a repeater, and the reason I'm using these instead of a normal repeater is because a normal repeater will not be placed vertically like this. So if we want vertical placement, we use a NOT gate. Just remember, you either have to use another NOT gate, or remember that your lever works the opposite way. But down is on, and it needs an inverted signal anyway, so just make them point the same way. There you have it. Very simple spawn trap for ghast. Fairly productive. The ring of water around the base of the spawner pushes the item out to the corners and into the side here. So you only need 8 transposers. No need to cover the floor. So it's pretty simple, and it works perfectly every time. You can see they're just dying to meet us. So I hope you enjoyed this little thing, and I'll catch you later on another vid. Please like and subscribe if you liked what you saw. I want to see more, of course. I'll be back with more spawner shenanigans later on. This is Mr. Anti signing off.